So equation of trajectory is what beta? Y is equals to x into tan theta minus g into x square divided by 2u square into your cos square theta. Theta is your angle of projection, x is the horizontal distance, u is the initial velocity, g is acceleration due to gravity, and y is your vertical component of your velocity. Okay, now see here. In this one, these are very, very important points which you need to remember better. Number one, let, if I say that v be the velocity, try to understand this terminology better. Let v be the velocity of projectile at any instant of time. At any instant and is inclined at an angle beta. It is inclined at an angle of your beta with horizontal. Can you tell me beta, in projectile you know that horizontal component is always same. Then as your horizontal component is same everywhere. So what I can write here right now, see, this is a body which has been projectile. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Body is being projected. The angle made by this one is, say for example, somewhere an angle of your theta. Initial velocity is u and horizontal component of this one is u into your cos theta. Okay, if somewhere at this instant of a time, if I am saying this is v and this is making an angle of, say for example, how much beta? Beta. It is making an angle beta with your horizontal. Then this will become for me v into your cos beta. So let v be the velocity of the projectile at any instant and is inclined at an angle beta with horizontal. Then horizontal component is same everywhere beta. So what I can write here in this one, v cos beta must be equal to u into your cos theta. So can I get the value of v from this one beta? V will be equal to your u into cos theta divided by cos beta. 1 by cos beta is nothing but sec beta. So v will be equal to your u into your cos theta into your sec beta. These are the important relations which you need to remember with. U is equals to your cos of your theta and v is equals to your u cos theta divided by b, or v is equals to your u cos theta into your sec beta. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear? Equation of the trajectory is y is equals to your x tan theta minus g into your x square divided by 2 into your u square cos square theta. So if v is be the velocity of your projectile at any instant, and it is inclined at an angle of your beta with your horizontal, then horizontal component is always for me with beta same. As the horizontal component is same for me, so v cos beta is equals to u cos beta. So from that one, I'm simplifying the basic relation. Is it clear for everyone? Sure. Next one. Now one more point, beta. Listen, this one very important. Next, when velocity v bar at any instant of your time t is perpendicular to initial velocity. Is perpendicular to initial velocity. That is nothing but u bar. Something like this. This is your horizontal component beta. And here is some velocity, say for example u bar, which is making an angle theta. And here is there is a velocity that is nothing but v bar, which is making an angle of your beta, isn't it? Velocity v bar is perpendicular to the initial velocity. That means angle between both of them is how much beta? 90 degrees. This total angle is how much for me? 90 degrees. So beta will be equal to how much beta? 90 minus theta, can I write? Isn't it? So if beta is 90 minus theta, then v is equals to, just know what be the formula we got. V is equals to u into cos theta divided by cos beta. Beta value is 90 minus theta. So that will be equal to your u into your cos theta divided by u, that is cos 90 minus theta is how much beta? Cos 90 minus theta is how much? Anyone?
Sin theta.
This will be your sin theta. Cos by sin will be equal to how much beta? Cot
Tan
theta.
theta.
Sine by
Sorry,
cos
cot theta. Cot. So yes, sir.
theta. Cos theta, cos by sine is nothing but of your cot theta. Very important, beta. When velocity v bar at any instant it is perpendicular to your initial velocity u bar. See here, v bar is perpendicular to your u bar, then v will be equal to your u into your cot theta. Okay, and in this one only very much important point, one more. Time after which velocity becomes perpendicular to initial velocity. The time is t is equals to u by g into sine theta. Very important relation, beta. The time after which the velocity vector is becoming perpendicular to the initial velocity vector. T will be equal to your u by g into your sine theta. Is it clear for everyone? Any doubt in this one to anyone? Clear, beta? Next one. Horizontal range is same for what, beta? Complementary angles. Complementary angles. What are the complementary angles, beta? Theta and 90 minus theta. For these two angles, the range will always be the same. Clear? Is it clear? Next one again important one, beta. Like say this is your situation, y-axis and x-axis. Body is thrown. This is your projectile. You know that when the body is going up, there is a point somewhere here, is a point A. In the same way, there will be some point B, which is at the same height from the ground. That is your H, and this one is also at your H. This is at some time, say T1, and this is at a time, say for example T2. Okay, and you have been projected this body with an initial velocity u, making an angle of your theta. T is equals to 0. Okay, the time taken to reach the ground will be equal to time of flight. So now this A and B are 2 points which are at the same level, beta, such that they are passing at what times, beta? T1 and T2, isn't it? Is it clear? Then total time of flight will be equal to how much, beta? T is equals to T1 plus T2, because for that one that will be one projectile part, so it will be total time of flight will be T1 plus T2. And height above the ground, if is asking, then directly you can use the relation half into g into product of the times, that is T1 into your T2. That will save your time. Clear? So height at which the two particles will be at the same position from the ground means Directly you can use the formula half into g into T1 into your T2. Clear? Chalo. What will be the average velocity in the point A to B beta? Can anyone tell me? Average velocity in the interval A to B. V average will always will be u cos theta because there is no change, because vertical component will be what is happening beta. Vertical displacement will become 0 because when it is going up, one is displacement, again coming point to be opposite direction. So vertical displacement is becoming for me 0. So average velocity will be equal to your u cos theta only. Clear? One more and very important. Range is also same for theta 1 is equals to 45 degrees minus alpha, and theta 2 is equals to 45 degrees plus alpha. Alpha is your angle of your projection bit. Okay, like say if I am taking the graph like this, if the body is projected with velocity u, okay, first angle is this one. This angle is 45 minus of your alpha. Okay, there is another velocity right now. This is your u at an angle of your 45 plus theta. 45 plus theta or alpha, anything. Clear? Sure. Tell me this one. What is the ratio of potential energy and kinetic energy at highest point of projectile? At highest point of projectile. Can anyone tell me? Ratio of potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy divided by kinetic energy. Potential energy is mg into your h max at the highest position. Kinetic energy half into m into your v. It has only horizontal component of the velocity and the highest position. M and m will get cancelled. So this will be equal to your g. Maximum height formula is nothing but how much for me beta? U square into your sine square theta divided by your 2g divided by this one is your ux. Highest position look at velocity component is u square into cos square theta divided by your 2. This g and this g will get cancelled here right now. So that will come out for me how much beta? U square sine square theta divided by 2 into 2 divided by u square cos square theta. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, u square will get cancelled. Sine by cos is nothing but tan. So this will become for me tan square theta. Clear? Next one. Motion of a body projected from top of a tower. Body which is been projected from the top of the tower. I say this is your tower. This is your ground. From this one, a body is being projected somewhere from here. It is projected in this direction with horizontal velocity u. I'm taking this direction as positive x beta, and downward direction I'm taking it as of your positive y, positive x. This is your origin. Okay, height of the tower is, say for example, for me h. Okay, so the path followed by this one will be something like this and strikes the ground here. So this will be the range here right now for me. This is your range. Somewhere when the body comes here, it has a velocity here in this one. This is your v. So horizontal velocity of this one will become for me vx, and vertical velocity will become for me vy. It is making an angle of your alpha with your x-axis. Okay, and this is some position x-axis part, and this is some y position, y coordinate of this part. That means this is your x comma y. Okay, so some point P, it is having both x coordinate and y coordinate, and this is your origin, that is nothing but of your O, isn't it? So horizontal velocity is ux is equals to u. Horizontal acceleration will be equal to 0. Vertical velocity here it is right now for me 0 because there is no vertical component here beta. So here uy is how much for me, or 0. And acceleration along your y-axis is always downward direction, so it will be a positive here because we are taking downward direction positive, isn't it? So Vx will be equal to how much beta? At some instant of your time, Vx will be equal to u. So horizontal distance will be equal to u into your t, isn't it? For vertical displacement, if I am talking about, Vy is equals to your uy plus g into t. So Vy will be equal to how much for me? Vy, uy is equal to 0. This is your g into your t. Vertical displacement will be y is equals to uy into t plus half into ay into your t square. So vertical displacement will be uy is how much beta in the problem? 0. So it is your half into g into your t square. So time taken to reach the ground will be t is equals to under root of your 2y by your g. Clear? Then if I'm writing the equation of the trajectory for this one, can anyone tell me what is an equation of trajectory? Eliminating the time. Relation between your x and y is known as the equation of trajectory. We know the relation x is equals to u into t and y is equals to half into g into t square. So from this one I can write t is equals to your x by your u. So you substitute this value of your time here in this one, isn't it? So we'll be getting y is equals to your half into g into x square divided by your u square, isn't it? So equation of the trajectory is g into your x square divided by 2 into your u square. So this is your equation of your trajectory for a body projected from the top of your tower. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear for everyone? When a body is projected, the equation of the trajectory is given by the formula g into your u square, g into x square divided by 2 into your u square. And time taken to reach the ground will be t is equal to under root of 2 into y divided by your g. Clear? Now see here I have thrown the body horizontally. What happens if I throw the body at a certain angle downward direction, better something like this? Second situation. This is your tower. From here the body is being projected here right now. This is your ball. Now here it has been projected with velocity u, making an angle theta with your horizontal. So this will be your ux, and down there will be equal to your uy. So the path followed by this one will be projectile like this, and somewhere it will reach here. So at any instant of a time when I am taking here, this will be the velocity v. Horizontal component of the velocity is Vx, vertical component of this one is Vy. Obviously, this is the horizontal distance, and here will be the vertical displacement. The total height of this tower is nothing but equal to your h. Okay, so this is a point A, this is your point of your origin, and this is your point B. So this will be the range here right now, isn't it? So can anyone tell me what is ux beta? Horizontal, it is making an angle theta. Ux will become for me how much? U cos theta. Horizontal acceleration for always the projectile is 0. The same way, vertical projectile uy will be equal to your u into your sine theta. See the sign convention beta. Downward direction, I'm taking it as of your plus y, and this one I'm taking it as of your plus x. Okay, then ay will be equal to how much beta? Plus g in the downward direction, isn't it?
Sir, why are you taking horizontal one as 0, sir?
Horizontal as origin, but it's not 0, it's origin.
Okay, sir.
It's origin. So from the origin, it has been projected down, making an angle theta, isn't it? So horizontal component of the velocity will become ux. Ux will be u cos theta, and horizontal acceleration will be 0 always, because the body is under gravity. Clear?
Yes.
Sure. Now, if I'm talking about your x component along your x-axis, there is an uniform velocity, so Vx will be equal to your ux, that will become for me your u into your cos theta, isn't it? How I got this one? Vx is equal to ux plus ax into t. Ax is nothing but 0. That is the reason Vx is equal to u cos theta. Horizontal distance, this is your horizontal distance x. So x will be equal to your horizontal velocity into time. Horizontal velocity is how much for me? U cos theta into your time t. So this will be value of x. If I'm talking about your y-axis, along your y-axis, Vy is equals to your uy plus ay into t. Ay is how much beta? Uy is how much for me? U into sine theta. Ay is plus g into your t. So this is the vertical velocity. Then vertical displacement, if I'm talking about y is equals to uy into t plus half into ay into your t square. See the diagram? What is the value of uy? Uy is equals to u sine theta into time t plus half into g into your t square. This is the vertical displacement. Clear? So horizontal component of the velocity is this much, and vertical component of the velocity is this much. By these two equations, we can solve the numericals when a body has been projected at an angle down, making an angle of your theta. Here. Done beta for everyone. Motion of the body projected from the top of the tower. One is horizontally, another one is down the inclined plane. Now the third one I'm taking right now at an angle theta from the horizontal. Like say this is your top of your tower. This is your ground. This is the height of the tower. That is nothing but h. Now what we are doing is we are projecting a body somewhere from here, making an angle theta in upward direction. This is making an angle u, initial velocity u, making an angle of your theta with your horizontal. So this will be the vertical velocity. This will be the horizontal velocity. Ux is equals to u cos theta, and vertical velocity uy is equals to u into your sine theta. Again, sign convention beta, plus y in the downward direction, and in this one is plus x. If I'm going in the upward direction, I'm using minus y, and in this direction, this will be your minus of x. Clear for everyone? In the upward direction, it will be minus y. In this direction, it will be minus x. Clear? So the path of this one will be followed like this and reaches the ground somewhere here. So when the ball is somewhere here right now, this is the horizontal component of the velocity x, and this is the vertical component of the velocity y. And velocity of this body here will be equal to v. Horizontal component of the velocity is vx. Vertical component of the velocity is vy, and is making an angle of your alpha. Is the diagram clear for everyone? Now tell me the sign conventions. Ux will be equal to obviously u cos theta. Horizontal component ax will be equal to 0. This is for your x-axis. For y-axis, uy will be equal to, can anyone tell me what is uy? Can anyone tell me what is uy?
Later. You
uy
say
sin theta, positive or negative? Sign convention. You are in the negative y-axis, so uy will become how much for me?
negative UI.
Negative minus of your u sin theta. Ay will also will become how much for me? Minus of your g. Clear? So horizontal velocity Vx will be equal to ux, that will be equal to your u into cos theta. So horizontal distance will be equal to ux into t. That means u cos theta into your time. That will be the x. For vertical component, Vy is equals to u sin theta minus of g into t. U sin theta is also negative, so this will become for me minus. Vertical displacement, Sy is equals to uy into t plus half into ay into t square. Sy is minus y, isn't it? Clear? No, this will be positive only because down direction we are taking. Na? This will be equal plus uy will be equal to minus of your u sin theta into your t. Minus this one is your half into g into t square. G is also positive here plus. Here ay is equal to how much for me? Negative. You're throwing the body in the upward direction. Na? Just. Uy will be negative only. Because ay is how much for me better? Negative. Because you're throwing the body against the gravity. So not against the gravity, against the sign convention, what you are taking. It's an upward direction I took negative and downward direction I'm taking it as of your positive. Clear?
Sir, can you please explain once again?
Okay, I'll do the sign conventions again. See this one. See here. Body is projected at an angle theta with horizontal. Horizontal component of the velocity is ux, that is u cos theta. Vertical component of the velocity is uy, that is u sin theta. Now see here, sign convention. I'm writing it detailedly. Sign convention. I'm just changing it. This is your point of origin. That is nothing but O. In the upward direction, for your convenience, I'm taking it as plus y. And this one, I'll take it as of your plus x. Okay. In this direction, I'll take it as of your minus x. And downward direction, I'll take it as minus y. Any problem to anyone?
No, sir.
Hello. Ux will be equal to how much better? Ux will be equal to your Ux is equals to your u cos theta, horizontal direction,
Yes, sir.
will be equal to 0. So for horizontal motion, if I'm writing the Vx motion, Vx is equals to your ux plus ax into your t. Ux is equals to your u cos theta plus ux is nothing but 0. That means velocity along your x-axis is equals to your u cos theta. Then displacement along x-axis, this x value if I need to calculate. X is equals to your ux into t. Ux is equals to your u cos theta into your t. So this will be the x component. Clear for everyone? Got it, beta?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, this is along your x-axis. Now if I'm talking about y-axis, if I'm talking about your y-axis, now see for y-axis, upward direction I'm taking positives. That is the reason uy is equals to your u into sin theta. Ay will be equal to acceleration due to gravity is always acting in the downward direction, beta. So you are against that one. So Ay will be equal to your how much for me? Minus of your G. Any doubt to anyone?
No, sir.
I'm taking upward direction positive, downward direction as negative. That is the reason Ay is coming out for me negative. Clear? Then velocity along your y-axis. Vy is equals to Uy plus Ay into T. Uy is how much from the given diagram? Uy is equals to this much. So that is equals to your U into sine theta. Ay is how much for me, beta? Minus. So it is minus of G into T. So this is the velocity along your y-axis. So I know the Vy, I know the Vx, so I can calculate the V, isn't it? So V will be equal to under root of your Vx square plus of your Vy square. Okay. Then displacement. Vertical displacement, I can use the formula Sy is equals to Uy into T plus half into Ay into your T square. Now, Uy is below the origin, beta, below the downward direction will be taking negative. That means this will be equal to how much for me? Negative. That means it will become for me minus y. Isn't it? Minus y. Uy is how much, beta? Uy is above, so that will be positive. So it is your U sine theta into your T plus half into Ay is how much for me? Negative minus G into your T square. That means this equation will become for me minus y is equals to U sine theta into your T minus this one is half into G into T square. Clear? Any doubt to anyone? Any doubt, Dheeraj?
No, sir.
Clear? Sure. So let us try to do one problem. If you have not got any doubt in this one, see this question. If I say that a ball is thrown with velocity 40 meter per second at angle 30 degrees with horizontal. Okay, from top of a tower. From the top of a tower of height, say for example 60 meters. Now the question is, at what horizontal distance? At what horizontal distance from the foot of tower? From the foot of tower, the ball will strike the ground. The ball will strike the ground. Come on. The ball is thrown with a velocity 40 meter per second at an angle of 30 degrees with horizontal from the top of the tower. This condition. Here you are throwing with a velocity u, make an angle theta. Same condition here. The ball is thrown with a velocity 40 meter per second at an angle of 30 degrees. That means if I'm drawing a diagram right now here, this is your horizontal position. This is the top of a tower. From here you are throwing a ball with a velocity of 40 meter per second at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal. From the top of a tower of height, h is equals to your 60 meters. This is given for you. At what horizontal distance from the foot of the tower the ball will strike the ground? Under something like this. The ball will make a projectile like this and it will hit the ground somewhere here. Is asking from the foot of the tower, this distance is equals to how much? Isn't it? Now first resolve this 40 beta. Here this will become for me 40 into your cos 30 and vertical will become for me 40 into your sine of your 30. Clear for everyone? Isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
So this is your origin and this is the final point where it has been reaching. This is a point E. We need to calculate the distance of your A to B. First try to calculate time taken by the body to come from your O to B. O to B, I told you sign conventions. I'm going up, I'll take it as plus y. In this direction, plus x. Down direction, I'll take minus y. And in this direction, I'll take it as minus x. So displacement will be equal to how much beta? Vertical displacement. Height will be equal to your h will be equal to your minus 60. So this formula I can use directly. Minus y is equal to u sin theta into t minus half gt square beta. Can I use this formula? Because y is given for me in the problem. Total y is your h, isn't it? So this will be minus of your h is equals to u sin theta into your t minus half into g into t square. See this formula. U into sin theta minus half into g into t square. H is minus 60. Initial velocity is 40 into sine. Angle is your 30 degrees. Into time I don't know. I need to calculate the time t. Minus half g value is 10 into your t square. 2 ones are 2 fives are. So this will become for me how much beta? Sine 30 is how much?
1/2.
1 by 2 into your t. This is 5 into t square. This is minus 60. So minus 60 is equals to 2 ones are 2 twos are. So it is 20 into t minus 5 into t square. Isn't it? If you see it carefully, why are you not getting a quadratic equation for this one? Isn't it? In the fifth table, it will go right now. 5 ones are 5 fours are 20, 5 12s are 60. So if I take all the t terms, this is minus 12 is equals to 4t minus of t square. That means I can write this one as of your t square minus 4t minus 12 is equals to 0. If you see it carefully, is it not like a quadratic equation? Ax square plus
Yes, sir.
bx plus c is equals to 0. That means in the given problem, what is the value of a? A value is 1, isn't it? B value is minus 4 and C value is minus 12. I hope everyone remember the quadratic equation.
Yes, sir.
What is the quadratic equation? Can anyone tell me? Dheeraj, quadratic equation. Kurtuleda. Shall I tell you that? Sure. I hope everyone had forgot this one. Quadratic equation చెప్పండి ax square plus bx plus c is equals to if it is 0. The solution of this equation is how much better? X is equals to minus b plus or minus under root of your b square minus 4ac divided by 2 into your a. Isn't it? Now what is the equation given for me? You see here. Given equation is what for me? T square minus 4t. What is this one? Minus 12 is equals to 0. So I can use the formula t is equals to, what is a value beta? A value is 1, b value is minus 4, c value is minus 12. So t is equals to minus b. That means minus of minus 4 plus or minus. Time will never be negative, so always take positive term only. I'm removing this one. B value is minus 4 whole square minus 4. A value is 1. C value is minus 12 divided by 2 into your 1. So t value will become for me 4 plus under root of this one will be 4 square. 4 4s are 16. Minus minus it will become for me plus 4 into 12. 12 4s are how much beta? 12 4s are. Are you there? 12 into 4 is how much?
48.
48 divided by 2. So this will become for me 4 plus under root of 48 plus 16. 64 divided by 21. So that will be equal to your how much? T plus root 64.
12/20.
Root 64 is how much beta? 8 8 is a Yeah, very good. 21. 8 plus 4.
12.
12. 12 by 21.
4 by 7.
4 by
4 by 7, sir.
48. Am I doing anywhere calculation mistake?
Sir, 2 into 1 is 2, sir.
Sorry, this is 2 into 1 now. I am writing 21 this one. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
This one is 2 into 1. Sorry, I forgot that one. I was thinking 21. This is 2 into 1. That is nothing but equal to 2. So that is 12 divided by 2. So it is 2 ones are 2 six are. That means this will become for me 6 seconds. Okay. Sure. So time taken to reach the ground will be equal to 6 seconds. Then what is asking? Horizontal displacement. This means this x. X will be equal to how much better? Horizontal velocity into time. That means x will be equal to ux into t. Ux is equal to how much for me beta? U cos theta into your time t. U value is given how much for me? 40 into cos of your 30 into your t. So that is equals to 40 into cos 30.
1 by
Ah,
root 3 by 2
time is
into
nothing but 6 seconds, isn't it? So how much I'm getting right now here? 2 ones are 2 threes are 3 fours are 12. That means 120.
120 root 3.
120 root 3 meters. Clear for everyone? Got an idea?
Yes, sir.
Next one. Projectile motion on an inclined plane. Much depth is not there for need beta. Just have a rough idea because we do that one very detailedly in your Newton's laws of motions, inclinations and that all. You just need to take care of your sign conventions. That's it. Like say for example, this is your inclined beta. Okay, which is making an angle of your some beta. Okay, this is your origin O and this is your A. And I'm projecting your body from this one with a certain velocity. With a certain velocity, say for example u, and I'm making an angle, total angle of this one is say for example alpha. Clear? Angle of your inclined plane is beta. Angle made by you is with the horizontal is beta. Clear for everyone? Is it clear? So what is u here beta? U is your initial velocity of projectile. Initial velocity of projectile. Alpha is what beta? Can anyone tell me? Angle of projection with horizontal. Angle of projection with horizontal. What is beta beta? Beta is your inclination of inclined plane. Inclination of your inclined plane. Clear for everyone? Is it clear? Any doubt in this one beta? Acceleration due to gravity always acts in downward direction. This will be your g. If you resolve this one into components, here you will be getting one component, here also will get one component. If this is beta, this is also your beta. So this will become for me g into cos beta here. And this one is g into your sin beta. Is the resolving of g clear for everyone? Now, for the point O, this is the velocity u with the incline. The angle is how much beta? Can anyone tell me? Total angle is alpha. So this will be alpha minus beta. Any problem? So if I resolve this one into components, yeah. If I resolve this one into components, this will become for me u into cos alpha minus beta, and vertical component is u into sine alpha minus beta. Clear? Is the angles clear for everyone? Any doubt in this one? Chalo. Now time of flight for this one, beta. For time of flight, the vertical displacement will become for me 0. So time of flight formula is T is equals to your 2u into sine alpha minus beta divided by g into your cos beta. Very important relation, beta. If you need the proof, you can directly do it from this one. Sy is equals to uy into t plus half into ay into t square, beta. This is your ay and this will be your ax. Okay, in this direction we take positive. In this direction, I'll take it as positive y. So in this direction, if it is coming, this will become for me minus x. The downward direction, this will be minus y. So ay will become how much for me, beta? Negative. Sy will be equal to 0 for the projectile. Uy will be equal to how much for me? Uy is u into sine alpha minus beta, and this will be equal to plus half into ay is equal to how much for me? Downward direction is minus of g into cos beta into time is nothing but t square, isn't it? So simplifying this one, I'll be getting the time of flight. Got it, everyone? Is that clear? Got it, beta? Into t here. Because uy into t, na? So it is your t. If you simplify it, you will get the value of your t. Do I need to do that one? Is it fine? Next one is horizontal range. So how do you calculate along the range but along the inclined plane? R is equals to your ux into t plus half into ax into t square. T is nothing but time of flight. So here small t is equals to time of flight. Ux is equals to your u into your cos of your. Tell me what is the value of ux? Ux is equals to u into cos alpha minus beta. U into cos alpha minus beta. Then acceleration due to gravity, ax is negative, so it is half into ax will be equal to g into your sine beta into time is nothing but t square. This is your range. You know the value of your time of flight, substitute in this one and simplify beta. You will be getting the range. So I do personally request that you don't remember the direct formula. You directly just remember the relation r is equals to ux into t plus half into ax into t square and use this formula directly. You will get the answer. Clear? Next one. Down the inclined plane. The body is projected from the top of the tower, but down the inclined plane. See this one. This one was right now up the inclined plane. I'll write your heading for this one. Up the plane. Now you are standing on the top of the plane and throwing the body in the downward direction. That means if this is your inclined plane, somewhere here you are standing and projecting the body in this direction, making some velocity u. With horizontal, you are making an angle of your alpha. And this angle made by this one is right now for me beta. This is your origin, isn't it? So this will make a projectile like this and hit the ground somewhere here. So this is your point of projection, that is nothing but A, and line joining between them will be the range. Done. So as you are coming in the downward direction, you just need to resolve it. So time of flight for this one will be equal to how much? Time of flight is T is equal. So as you're coming down, it will be plus 2u into sine alpha plus beta divided by G into your cos beta. Done. And the range same.
Yes, sir.
R is equals to ux into t plus half into ax into t square. See, if I resolve it very carefully, see here, I'll do the resolution also. This will become for me, see how much.